If you have been to any high school football games this year, you have probably noticed televisions and iPads being used on the sidelines. These technological additions have benefited teams significantly, but have stirred some controversy on whether or not teams with technology have an unfair advantage over teams without it. This past week, I went around the Athens area to learn more about what coaches that have and don't have technology think about the new trend.
It gives us an edge where we can move to the next play or see what's actually going on plays behind. And teaching the kids, there's not a better tool than just watching yourself doing it and watching yourself doing it at the time. And so within minutes or seconds, you can show a kid, whether it's holding an iPad when he runs off the field. We have a lot of kids that play both sides of the ball, so I think it gives us definitely an advantage to using it, because you're always looking schematically to fix things, or somebody missed a block or a protection or fitting up on gaps or coverages and everything that you're trying to get right.
In addition to TVs and iPads, Athens Academy and North Oconee began using drones to film practices. North Oconee's 2017 record was 1-9. This year, they implemented drone technology, and the record is 9-2, and they are number 2 seed in the 4A Georgia High School state playoffs.
With a drone, that's something that we just started doing this year. It's been extremely beneficial. I was a little bit skeptical because I know the batteries don't last as long. But we went ahead and bought a couple batteries, so we just pop them in and out as practice goes. But we've got one student that sits there and runs the drone during practices and hits record. But the quality of film that we're getting from the drone is probably the best film that we've gotten in any situation, whether it's a game or an opponent film. But our practice film is probably the best quality film that we have available. I wish at some point they would allow drones to be used during games, because you can't beat the location that you can put it so that you can see every bit of the field. I mean, you can back it up as far as you want and see 100 yards, or you can get it tight to where you just have the O-line. That video footage is remarkable. And the way we're able to coach, Monday through Thursday, when we watch film with our players, it's changed the game for us.
Technology is clearly benefiting teams around the county, but some schools cannot afford the same luxuries, such as drones, for their programs.
It just depends on money. One thing we don't have at every high school is the type of funding that they do in the NFL and the college and whatnot. So, but as things get older, they get a little less expensive. So you're going to see some of the bigger programs that have a lot of money maybe start using it. And then eventually it'll get cheap enough for those programs like ourselves that don't quite have the money like that to start using things of that nature.
The advantage of technology is clear, but the new tools offered to teams is not a right, but a privilege that only few schools can offer. Athens Academy went undefeated this year and showed no signs of slowing down heading into the playoffs. North Oconee and Athens Academy's success makes it evident that it won't be too long until drones, TVs, and iPads are the status quo in high school football. From Grady College of Journalism, I'm Tyler Donaldson.